Hi, this is Dan with a little update on my Master's Final project, which I still need to name. Before I get into showing the objectives, I've just uncovered a couple of issues with my kind of level setup system, which I could go through and try and find each line I've changed and take a new picture of it and amend it all in the blog post, but that would take a while. And just be a little bit fiddly and annoying, so I'm just going to go over it quickly. So now in the level manager, in the start, it gets a reference to the game manager if it's null. Then the update function, which triggers the enemy spawning, also now requires that the level is the active level, which means that now the level doesn't spawn enemies until you walk into it, which should help performance-wise. There's currently a little bit of a stutter when you walk into, when you complete a level, as the new levels spawn in, and the fact that they don't then spawn enemies immediately should help with that. What else did we change? So yeah, the lockdown is triggered when you enter. I think that was already there, but there was other stuff in there which I've now removed. When lockdown does go off, the first thing it does then is, if we haven't got reference to the game manager, it gets it, and then makes the current level the active level, because lockdown is now only triggered either when you walk into a level or if it's the starting level that's just been spawned. And I think that is about it now. Yeah, so what we have now is the game manager instantiates a starting level and triggers lockdown in it. So it spawns and it uses its start function, which, if it's not got reference to manager, gets it, turns it. Once it's done turning, if it's the active level, which it will be because of this here in lockdown, then it triggers spawn enemies. Where's the spawn enemies? Triggers all the spawns. The enemies all send a message saying enemy ready. Once this hits 10, objective starts, which selects the objective and does all the UI stuff. So yeah, there's the setup for how a level comes into being. Let's show it off a little bit with the two different objectives we've got running. So yep, spawn into the level, and this is an assassination objective. So we've got a nice purple looking level here through the kind of procedural lighting system I've got going on. I've also equipped a very overpowered ability to my character here on the right click, which is just a point and click, loads of damage, no cooldown, massive range thing. So killing that enemy there gives me a little bit of XP, but it doesn't do anything in terms of the objective. But this is the boss, as you can see by the fact that he's massive. Kill him, objective complete, awesome, all done. I could leave the level, walk out through here. It's another assassination. I was hoping to get an annihilation to demonstrate that. Hopefully, no, another assassination. And this is the kind of nature of the game, is that it is unpredictable. It is all procedural. It is all randomized. What the layout of this map is, I don't know, and where the enemy is, I don't know, but there he is. So let's go and try and find ourselves an annihilation. There we go, we have an annihilation. So here we have to kill all the enemies. As I said, got a very overpowered ability here, which just means I can right click on them and deal tons of damage. So I just go through, find my way around the level, which, as you can see, is gradually changing the way it looks over time, which is quite cool. I just get rid of all the enemies. As you can see, I'm gradually gaining XP as I'm doing this. And there you go, objective complete. So those are our two objectives at the moment, the assassination and the annihilation, with the whole enemy spawning and level generation system. Now, as you can see, how long was I playing? Not very long, a couple minutes. And this is the size that our world has grown to already, which I think is pretty cool. The fact that within a few minutes we have a map of this size available to us. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, next up I'm going to be doing the ability generation, which will then allow me to do the enemy generation. I could already spawn enemies with randomized stats if I wanted to. It's not very hard. The enemies are spawning, just have something to give them stats. But the thing that will make the enemy spawning really stand out is giving them randomized abilities. So that's the next step, and the player as well. So yeah, there you go. Got 2 objectives working. A few more to come that have already been designed, but for the interim, this is the state of the game.